Okay, welcome back to Coffee Morning Laughter. It's your girl Shills. Another day, or it's another Saturday, so I can't say it's another dollar because do I get paid on Saturdays? Not as much as I'd like to be, but we're
That's a
back.
fair point.
What do I get paid back on Saturday?
I thought you were going to try and lie and say no, but yeah, yeah. Honesty is the best policy. That's a fair point. Don't worry.
Yeah, I would like to get paid a little bit more on Saturdays. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. But you know what I was gonna say? I feel like I'm in church. I was gonna say we thank God for this week. That's what I was gonna say actually.
Mama Rose, where are you?
It's like, oh my God, I'm so tired, yeah. But Cheryl, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
This weather's doing my head in, Shills, I'll be honest. This weather is so
Ah,
deceiving. It's
yeah,
cold at night, but it's
yeah.
hot, but it's cold during the day. The cloud is just doing my head in. Like, I don't want
Did you
summer
go
to
out
end.
for the bank holiday weekend at all?
I went out, but I'm regretting not going to carnival.
Because it looked so good, yeah.
Oh, I'm so
Mm.
regretting. Did you go? You didn't go.
Now I was actually quite sick this
Oh,
weekend. I went out to like a very late party. I got home at like 4:35 in the morning. But
oh, very sick, but yeah.
yeah, don't let. I hope my manager doesn't hear this year because I gave him a story during the week, boy. No, but you know what? Yeah, I was meant to go out on. I did a show on. I attended like a Ugandan program on
Yeah, for
Saturday.
young professionals.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
attended that, and then I was meant to go out with some of the girls after for a 40th, but
Mm,
I felt sick after. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So when I
mm.
got home at 10:30, I just showered and went to bed. But we're back this week, and you know what? Yeah. It's a new week. It's a new weekend. Next week, kids are back in school properly.
Thank you,
Um,
Jesus. All the
yeah,
parents out there will be high fiving me, I know.
is it? Are you
Babes, it's a long 6 weeks. It's been a
really
long, expensive 6 weeks, I'm telling you.
for real? Yeah.
I'm for real, Shills. I'm like literally. My purse, my card, my bank card will be so happy. Apple Pay will be rejoicing. Trust me.
Ah,
It's a
so
long,
every time you
expensive
go
six
out, you're
weeks.
spending in it.
You can't not. You
This is
can't
why.
not.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't know. Parents do it, boy. I rate yous because just when I just take like my nieces out, yeah. Anyway, the cost of living has gone up. That's a different topic for another day. But just when I take them out, I just feel like, raw. I don't know if they just when they're with me, they want to just taste expensive,
No, it's not. It's
but
not.
everything's so dear.
I took Livy to get her hair done. We ended up stopping at Pret. I spent like £16 on crisp and Pret. Yeah, Pret. I spent £16 on crisp chocolate dessert and a croissant almost. And
But
I'm
that's your own
thinking,
fault. You could have
what the
gone to
hell?
Tesco,
It was at London Bridge train station.
boy.
There was no Tesco
Where were you going? Peckham to do the hair, no?
in Woolwich, but we went from Sutton
Woolwich.
to London Bridge. Yeah, but we're in London Bridge.
You
That
couldn't
was the stop.
find.
We
I
stopped.
swear, Woolwich even has Iceland's on that high street.
I was in London Bridge. Yeah, that was the stop. That's when my kids decided that they wanted a snack.
No,
And
I
I was
gotta
like, oh,
rate
let me
it.
get you a snack.
I
Prep.
gotta rate it. I gotta rate it. Press on mon jar. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
never doing.
gotta.
I should have just said no. I should have said no. There's food at home.
Now,
There's rice
but
in
you
the
know what?
fridge.
The fact is, yeah, it's not every day, innit?
It's not. It is at those shills. It is every day. That's a problem.
What for 6 weeks?
It
There won't be.
is.
No, no, no. You should be all right. Oh God, no, it is expensive. It is expensive. The pinch is there. I'm not gonna lie to
We
you.
need to do
Yeah.
another recording on the cost of living and how this is impacting on people because it's
Yeah.
mad. It really, honestly,
Coming
is
up.
mad.
We're gonna come up
Yeah.
in that one after you people's bills rise in October. Yeah. We
Who's you
wanna know.
people? Oh,
Listen, me, I'm going to Africa. Yeah. This ain't
is
me
this an
anymore.
announcement?
This
Yours
is
is
this
like
is a
residing.
this
I've quit your
listen, yeah.
country.
I'm quitting. I'm not quitting the passport, but I'm quitting the UK. Yeah. No, the way the living is too much. It's stress, you know.
It's very stressful.
Stress,
It's
like
very, very
me. I'm gonna
stressful.
go and sit myself in Uganda for a minute and just see what happens for me there, boy.
Well,
Cause
you're saying that as we're talking about Africa, let's get
yeah,
onto our topic.
go and hit us. What we got for this week? I like this one actually.
So it's a funny one. So basically, the title of today's show is this a double standard? Allegedly, Nigeria is no longer using white people quotation marks for any visual or voice over adverts in the country. Is this okay?
Yeah, I saw this come in. Yeah, I saw it. I think it was in the Telegraph. Yeah,
Mm,
and Do you know, like those newspapers that have a hint of like racism around them? They
Mm,
kind of like put it as a clickbait. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's
mm,
like Nigeria bans white models on da 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 da. So I was
mm.
like, whoa, what is Nigeria doing? But then I thought,
Moving mad.
yeah. Then I thought somebody out there, yeah, must have just, I don't know. Then obviously you read the article or you go in and do further research, and they were saying that they were going to promote more local talent. And I think
And it's
what the
not just white people.
so if you're non-Nigerian, yeah,
Exactly.
or is it
That's what it said.
non-African, or
I
is it
think it was
non-Nigerian?
non-Nigerian. It was non-Nigerian. So sure,
Basically,
you wouldn't make the cut either.
they would want me. Trust me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I, I I'm more Nigerian than some Nigerians. Yeah,
Wow.
come on, Michelle, you know this
Don't
already.
I was
Just
gonna say don't look at me, but
yeah, Michelle. But no, don't think about me. Yeah, think about you. So your husband could never really be there trying to make it in Nigeria for anything.
he would. I wouldn't want him to make it. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah. So if Dan said, you know what, Shell, I've got a really good idea for Nigeria.
I want to go and break the scene.
I'll be like, look, babes, you're from October, you're not allowed. Yeah.
It's okay. No, 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 no,
No, but let's
no.
get back to it though, yeah. I kind of like felt, to be honest with you, yeah, I felt like, how can you say adverts in Nigeria will no longer feature white models or Western accents? So when I read that, yeah, I thought to myself, this is going to be hard for us foreigners because some of them accents, Thursday.
You're an idiot. How's your voice is going? So now you'll have to turn on subtitles for all the adverts because you
I
won't
said,
understand the English
I
because the
said,
English is not English in.
I was all that pigeon language that people.
You're rude, Sheila. You are rude. Don't speak about
Oh
my people like that. Victor, come on. Everybody assemble.
no, no! I wanted to just because if I'm visiting Nigeria and I'm hearing an advert and it's just in the local dialect, I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, that was a lot."
Potentially.
So there'll be no, basically, there's no Western accents, yeah, but mainly British accent. I think Nigeria has a problem with the British society. I think personally, but I'll get onto that later on, yeah,
Yeah.
because I think I've got a comment to make on that, yeah, and Nigerians can tell me otherwise, but we're in this together. So now, I don't know, I'm a bit confused on this one because I just think to myself, it's serious and it's not serious because it could.
Mm.
This is a kind of a coin that can flip both sides. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can put something like this in place that you're saying that we're only promoting like local talent or uplifting our own people. However, if we flip it, how many Nigerians reside in the Western world? Let's stick to England 'cause that's where we are in it. Yeah, how
Mm.
many Nigerians reside in Britain and want to be somebody in Britain?
Babes, it's a madness. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah. Because
Mhm.
my immediate response, I was like, oh, yeah, good on them. But actually, and literally, when I then read the article again, I was like, okay, that's not exactly what they're saying.
Yeah.
But actually, when you think about it, it's not okay.
It's exactly.
It's not okay.
We can't put Whitney Houston in it saying it's not right, but it's okay. Can we? Yeah.
It's not right, but it's okay. I
We
think that
can't.
should have been the title of today's topic. It's not
because
right, but it's okay. We'll manage.
because it's kind of like no. I don't.
It's not.
What was interesting is now I know who's racist and who isn't. Yeah, to a certain degree. And some people are put it up, and some people are like, oh yeah, this is good. This is really good. But you live in this country. What if something you're in this particular field of work, yeah, and you want to progress in this country, but then they say, oh,
Mm,
you know what, yeah,
you can't.
we don't really want people non-whites.
But it's hard because when we say it's not right, but it's okay, because there is
I'm
this
not saying
thing.
it. That's Whitney
No, no, no.
Houston.
Well, it's Whitney Houston. Well, we're not
Whitney
saying
Houston
it.
was saying, I'm not saying it's not right, but it's okay.
Okay,
I'm saying it's not.
it's not okay. But my
I'm
initial
saying, no,
thoughts
no, no,
were
no, no. This is child. No, 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 no.
no. But my initial thoughts were, oh my god, okay, this is great, and I'll explain why I thought that. I think that was based on the fact that let me speak for Nigeria anyway.
Yeah, because we're
Maybe
talking
this
about
is
Nigeria.
historical, but I think it happens in a lot of African countries
Mm.
where they will see someone with a British accent or lighter
Okay.
skin, or more British hair, or someone who doesn't
British
reflect,
qualifications,
British qualifications,
British
who
upbringing.
upbringing doesn't reflect what's going on grassroots,
Yeah,
and they're there
yeah,
trying to sell you something or trying to represent. So even the politicians, the teachers, all of these kind of high class roles, but it's
yeah,
not reflective, and it's kind of saying actually the people are not good enough when
yeah,
actually they're there, but they're being totally overlooked
yeah.
because people are choosing an accent that
Over,
could be saying nonsense, absolute nonsense, but
but
because they
then
have
again,
quotation marks to speak the Queen's English.
yeah, the accent that majority can understand.
Shut up, Sheila. Always bringing the laughter in this coffee morning laughter, ain't ya?
No, but let me just tell you a story. Yeah, I had, Michelle, you know this already. Yeah, like our career. Yeah, like our chosen profession. Yeah, there was a point in time where like the uncles and the aunties. Yeah, were now coming in. Does that make sense? Remember that?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've even managed some. Yeah.
No, but I can know, but there's a reason why. So I can give you context, but I'll let you finish.
No, let me finish here. And then sometimes when you send them out to families,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the family is saying, I don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or like, okay, so something could, this is not even just Nigerians, yeah. This is just
Mm.
Africans all over. Because
Africans, yeah.
I said this to my mum as well. I said, Mum, your tone is rude. Yeah. She was like, but for me in Uganda, and I'm like, Mum, you're speaking English, but your tone is rude to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
My
yeah.
ear is that's too tough for my ear. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
So now imagine it's an advert about nappies. Come on, put papa on your baby.
Can you shut up, Sheila? My people don't all talk like that. Stop it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Sheila,
I'm
you're
gonna
being
be,
rude. I'm
I'm gonna
laughing,
be,
but you're being rude.
I'm gonna be like, all right, yeah, it's not my fault, is it? Yeah,
Oh man.
I know my child needs the pamper or the nappy. I'm
I
telling
know,
my
right?
mum.
But
No, but
relax, relax,
guys,
relax.
no, I'm really silly with it, guys. Yeah, you know I love Nigerians. Everybody that knows me knows I
She's gonna
love me.
marry one, don't worry, we'll claim her. When
Nah,
we get
nah,
her, it's
nah,
fine.
nah, nah, nah. God is
We'll
working on my
claim her.
case right now. Yeah, it's in front of the God Almighty. Yeah, prayer warriors are sent. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, no. I mean, so we come onto this thing, yeah, and I'm just thinking to
Mm.
myself, okay, guys, yeah, we're in the Western world because we're all African, yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna even differentiate it, yeah. I wouldn't want. I live here now. What if something that's happening back home impacts my life here?
massively. Hmm.
Do you understand what I mean? Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like I do feel like that's creating a certain level of segregation because just like we've been raised here, I'm sure there are people, white people, forget South Africa and those countries there, yeah. I'm sure there's white people that have settled in like Nigeria, that have settled in Uganda or Ghana or whatever, yeah, and genuinely love the culture,
Hmm.
genuinely love being in Africa because when I go to Uganda, I meet a lot of white people that are genuinely there
Mm.
because
And they're happy.
they just
Yeah.
like living in Uganda. It's not because they're trying to find diamonds or make
Mm.
slaves of women or what. No, no, none of that. Yeah, they're trying to export anything. They just
Yeah.
like living there. Yeah, and that's their world. Their kids are raised there. Just like I've got a lot of Asian people that I know that were born in Uganda. And
Yeah,
their
yeah,
dads
yeah.
grew up in Uganda, but Idi Amin came along and said, "Get out." Yeah,
Mm.
so even that same action that Idi Amin did back in the day, it costed Uganda something.
It's it's mad because when you initially said about something about racism, and my
Yeah.
immediate thought was I always go to racism like it's always about it. Some people think black people can't be racist, yeah.
Uh-huh. Bring
But
it
what I
on.
will say is that racism, when you break it down, racism is about power and
Yeah.
imbalance, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say in this country, in England, the
Yeah.
power doesn't lie with black people. So black people,
Facts.
I feel, can be victims of racism.
Yeah.
I don't think black people can be racist in this country, but we can discriminate. Yeah, we can treat people differently because maybe they're not from Africa or they're not from our culture or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
black people cannot be racist in this country because we do not hold the power in this country in England.
That's true.
However, let's go to Africa. Let's go to Nigeria. Yeah,
Yeah.
where
Let's
the
really go to
population
Nigeria.
is black. What?
No, let's really go to Nigeria.
Yeah, let's go to
Because
Nigeria.
she thought I was being offensive
I
again.
thought you was.
See?
I was waiting. I'm so used to. I'm always ready for your heat.
I know someone. I love Nigeria. My favorite
Yeah, yeah,
destination.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
one of.
but no, I would say, yeah, when we go to Nigeria, and
Yeah,
then we have to obviously where the majority of black people, well, the majority of people are Nigerian, then
yeah,
obviously that's where the power lies. So
yeah,
actually, for a white person or an Asian person who's living in Nigeria, you know,
yeah,
there's 100, like they are definitely going to feel that power imbalance. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They may have their money that might speak, that might not speak, but in terms of the surroundings and that imbalance of power, it doesn't lie, the balance of power, it doesn't lie with them, so they
You see,
can be victims of racism in Nigeria.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. You see, with this thing, yeah, that people have brought in, yeah, that power, that racism power thing, yeah, that's definitely true. And I think if you're in a country where you hold power, it's up to you to let go of that power or to give
Mm,
it over. A lot of people will argue the religion like argument that people say like England or the UK is a Christian country. Why do they give so
mm,
much power to Muslims? Blah blah blah. But if you go to Saudi Arabia, you can't even try to be walking around without a scarf.
yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? So
Mm,
it's up to you to uphold what you want to uphold in your country.
mm-hmm.
But we come down to human rights and equal opportunities. Yeah. So if we're talking about equal opportunities, is Nigeria promoting equal opportunities?
You don't have equal opportunities in Nigeria. Let me tell you that for now.
Uh,
Don't go there and try and say that one, yeah, because you'll just get a slap from every Tunde, Bimpe, and Folake. They'll all just slap you to your senses.
equal who? Equal who?
Equal what? Equal
Equal,
who?
you're
Equal
supposed to
what?
be equalizer. What to
Yeah, let me
equalize?
equalize you.
They won't even
So don't
nickname
try
you.
that there.
They won't even nickname you. They'll say to you, "Here comes equalizer, equalizing the community." Yeah.
No, no, no. Don't try that there. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? For me, it is a worry, yeah, because it's like, are we taking 10 steps back,
It
or
is.
is that something that's good for the community out
Do you
there?
know,
Does it work for them?
I get the sentiment. What they're trying to do, I think, is fine, but maybe the way that they've gone about it, and maybe it is just like what you said, that cultural, that harshness. And again, remember, we've got like the gaslighting headline. They've banned whites. They haven't banned whites. They've
Yeah,
just banned non-Nigerians, yeah, and they just
yeah.
want Nigerian to promote Nigerian talent.
Have you ever
So
seen a
that
person who's Nigerian with a Nigerian passport?
a
The person
what?
that Have you ever seen a person who's white with a Nigerian passport?
No, no.
Okay, then, just saying.
Why have
You're
you?
where?
Yeah, no, white person.
No. So that means literally what they're saying, non-white.
Well, no,
Because
because I think you could go. I think you could go there. I don't think they'll put you on the thing. I think you're banned as well, Shields.
No, because remember, yeah, I could go there and I could non-white. I could marry a Nigerian and get a Nigerian passport.
Okay, that's true. And become
Do
a
you want,
Nigerian
and
citizen.
become a
Yeah.
Nigerian citizen, yeah. But they don't give out them citizens things to white people easily.
Bruv, I couldn't even get a flipping passport, a Nigerian passport. It
And
was a madness for
this
me
is
to
what I'm
try.
saying
I
to
couldn't get
you.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just think I think they went to the extreme of it, yeah. Because like I've said before, in the time that we're living in, yeah, where like equality, race, acceptance, identity, that the wars there are always ongoing. Yeah.
Mm,
And I feel like this is another thing that's just created something else. And maybe there's a person who's heard it, like in media over here, who has influence, and they're like, right, if they're treating us like that, we're gonna
this is what
treat
we're gonna do
this is
then.
what we're gonna do.
Mm,
Yeah, because I was tick for tack. Because sometimes the people on the level ground suffer for politics that we didn't
massively.
even understand. Do you understand
Well,
what I
you
mean?
remember
Yeah.
during COVID when they tried to,
And,
well, it was
yeah,
England first.
you're
It
gonna
was
come
England
onto
first.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
gonna come onto that one. Yeah, but now imagine, and I just think this is a little bit mad. Well, I just want to hear the people that are going to be speaking the English because the reason why the television is there. Yeah.
Sheila, can you shut up? Whatever English they want to speak, let them speak it.
This is
Yeah.
what I'm saying, yeah. Because like when your child is young, isn't it? Yeah. Then anyway, Nigerians did daddy shakuzus.
Oh, did you see that?
Nigerians did their own version of my question, whatever that
The
shark thing
Nigerian
is.
baby shark. Yeah. I love the internet.
Yeah, and it's like, so what I'm going is, yeah, when we put our kids in front of the telly or teach them nursery rhymes or whatever, yeah, we're teaching them pronunciation through the television, through the adverts, yeah, we're
Learning,
teaching
yeah.
them tone. Hey, wait, the next generation that's coming forward, yeah, that tone.
Ah, shut up.
It's gonna be an interesting tone, yeah.
I can't. But it depends. I wonder. So someone like me,
Yeah,
obviously, like I'm proper like London. My
yeah,
accent is like proper South. So maybe
yeah.
someone, I don't think they would even take me because
They will
obviously I'm
take
not
you.
reflective. Well, I don't even have a Nigerian passport because they wouldn't let me get a passport because they're just mad. But say someone like maybe like Tola, like my
Yeah,
aunt, yeah, would they allow her? She's got a bit of an accent, but
yeah, they would.
yes, that's all right then. You can understand Tola.
Yeah, they will, yeah, obviously, but they're saying local.
Local. Why you say it like that?
The word was. Do you know what local language is? Yeah. When I start talking to you in local Luganda, yeah,
I don't Yeah,
you
I
you
don't
would
think they
even.
mean that though. I don't think they mean that. It still needs to be mainstream. Come on.
So this thing is kicking in. Imagine, yeah, we talk about Black History Month in October, yeah,
I think they
release
know what
this,
they're doing
yeah, and now these Nigerian people, yeah, are putting this thing in place, yeah,
in
in
our Black History
October.
Month.
What is Black History Month? Yeah, they want to make history.
They know what they want to do.
Yeah,
They
and
know
I
what they
think
want to
like
do.
they were gonna be talking about how Black culture needs to be more accepted in the UK and this and that,
I
and then
know.
Nigeria's just undoing the work, saying, "Yeah, we don't
It's
care."
not, but do you know what? It shows the sentiment is correct. I get promote your own. I get
Yeah.
it. Like, why not?
Okay, so because is it promote your own because the UK already do that for themselves already?
What? Because what? Because the UK didn't promote Nigerians, or
Yeah, but no, promote your own because at the end of the day, okay, I can be honest with you and say it's not like you've got. So do you remember, yeah, like back in the day where we used to have Desmond, the barber shop,
yeah.
yeah, and the real McCoy, yeah,
I don't
that
remember the
was
real McCoy, but I remember Desmond's.
right. Too, you don't remember the real McCoy, right?
No,
Look, they didn't have TV, boy. So
I never
yeah,
wanted for.
I think it was on four actually. It used to come on. So basically, that used to represent the Caribbeans,
Mm,
yeah, in the UK. So, but all of that is gone now. We
hmm.
don't have, and then obviously you had the Krumas, yeah, on BBC One,
Yeah.
yeah, and obviously EastEnders has tried to bring people in, yeah. Has EastEnders ever had an African family with an African accent?
Yes, they did. They had Mercy. Don't try it. And they
I
had
can't
her
remember.
mum who had like she used to wear gele. Mercy.
Yes, I do remember Mercy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah, yeah.
was Fat Boy's best mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was
Oh, yeah.
Mercy.
Years ago.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember any other Nigerians.
No, that was it. So thank you, EastEnders. But they've had the
Yeah.
Krumas, they've had the Masood family,
Do you know
all
what it
these
is? But I
things.
get shills. And this is what I don't want to sound like a racist sympathizer or whatever. But again,
How
this is
can you?
England. No, but this is England. Like,
Yeah.
what more do we want from them?
So this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, if people are saying this is okay, yeah, in Nigeria, whatever, then I don't want to hear anybody who's
Yeah.
saying that's okay to now be coming here on Black History Month, or when they say equal opportunities, they're
Mm,
also there like running up their mouth saying England is not fair, blah blah blah.
you can't.
But
Yeah.
you
It's
can't.
hard.
If you're gonna, and I'm not saying I'm against it, but I'm one of those
Mm,
people who's like, say what you mean and mean what you
mean what
say.
you say. Yep.
Yeah, if you're gonna be supporting this, then support it. Don't feel bad now when you come back telling me your story, say, yeah, the school's racist to black boys. I would say it's British. It's a British
Mm,
school. It's an English school.
what
That's
do you
not even.
expect? Yeah.
What do you expect? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When we're saying certain things that are okay for us, because I don't know if it's okay. And what are we teaching? What are we teaching our kids back home? Because at the end of the
Mm,
day, I don't want to be in a place where my black son or my black child, yeah, because I'm gonna have black kids, yeah, is looking at white people for the first time when they go
mm.
somewhere. But because if they're on TV, you're familiarizing yourself with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
It's normalized. Yeah.
it's normalized. You know what I mean? Yeah. But oh, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Yeah. Because when you don't know something, when something's not normalized to you, and you now land into that situation, you might think, "Oh my gosh, what? This is
I
how
was
you get white kids touching your hair
What I
when
was
you're
just
a
about to
child."
say. I remember and I'm sure I've shared it on this podcast, the first time my brothers, so I've got 2 younger brothers who may be 8 or 7 years younger than me. No, more than that. Maybe the youngest one is
The whole
16.
11.
Yeah, so he's like, but when they first met Dan, we went bowling, and one of them whispered well, I just turned around, and one of them had asked Dan, can they touch his hair? And I was like, what the hell is going on? And he sort of looked at me, because he would have been about 7 or 8 then, but he was just like, I've never touched a white person's hair before. And I'm like, flip's like the embarrassment.
Jesus.
But for them,
To kill a mockingbird stories, boy.
no, but for them, for my family, obviously Dan's like the only white person that's like proper been in with my family. So all the other white people that they were around were like school teachers or doctors, or like, just, there was nobody that, you know, the same way that you get white people asking, oh, can we touch a black girl's hair? Like, it was the exact same for my brothers and Dan, because they were fascinated, because it was different.
What did Dan say? Go on then.
He did. I just looked around and the boy was stroking Dan's hair, and I was like,
oh, that's so cute. Cute.
What's going on?
Cute, but strange at the same time.
It is strange, but I think it's just because my family wasn't that integrated. Obviously, you've grown up with Lucy and all that side of the family, your East London lot. So you've kind of had that and normalised. You're literally family. That's what you are. You've grown up with each other. Whereas my family, until they met Dan, there was not one white person.
Not even Emily.
Not even Emily, because she weren't around my family like that. That. No, not like that.
So see, now this is the thing. Like I wouldn't want that to be an experience of a child back home, because all of this is removed from them. And I get it. Promote your own, come on, let it be that, because if it's your country, you have precedence over whatever you do.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, but let's have that same energy for the UK or for the Western world when they do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Really, the only country that can't be doing that is the United States of America.
Why is that? Oh, because it's built from.
Yeah, it's built from other people. It's not stated within them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But this is England.
As you love to remind us, England.
This is England, and I just don't agree with it, But because this could be viewed as discrimination.
It is. Why is it not?
Because if we were to put it on this side of the world, this is why I said in the beginning, this is a double-edged sword. Because if you can put it on this side of the world, everybody will be now marching to Parliament. And
they could never.
This is a word that I learned from Michelle in another podcast recently. Bless our allies. Because
you're an idiot, Sheila.
Bless our
Sheila
allies,
gets on my nerves.
Because they're so good to us. They'll even come march with us,
We're not laughing at you, by the way. We're laughing at each other. Because Sheila's an idiot.
I've got hand on heart, Our allies will now come marching to public.
It's the truth. It's amazing.
Look how many of our allies turned up to Black Lives Matter.
Too many, and they were pulling down statues, got themselves in trouble.
Got themselves in trouble, blah blah blah. But I bet you had the money. There's no ally for them in that Nigeria.
No, their parents, any ally that tries to stand up, their parents are like, "Can you get down here, please?"
So it's kind of like it's double standard,
It's more than double standard. It's
horrible, and I'll use an example that's even nearer. People might even remember this. Recently, obviously, she didn't go far in the government. Who's that black African Nigerian lady?
Not Kemi Bodenak or whatever.
Yeah, Kemi. The name is Nigerian. Let me say the full name. Kemi Lola. Yeah.
It might be. Oh yeah, Kemi. She's
Is whatever I was going to end Kemi.
Oh, Kemi Lola. No, I think it's just Kemi. I don't know. I don't really know about Kemi.
That's the full name is Kemi Lola. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So imagine now, with the new rules that are going on in Nigeria, that would have completely just not even make her accountable. Do you know what I mean? Because she is non-white. Forget having a British passport. You are non-white. You're non-English. You're British, but you're non-English.
You're not English, yeah.
Yeah. So you will never really have the ability to climb in that career that you fancy.
Never.
And is that really fair? Yeah. Like, I wonder if there's any white people that are residing in Nigeria and have come across this, and what are their thoughts? What are their thoughts really? Because they might be thinking, I really love this country, and I thought I was part of it. I've even learnt Pigeon English. You can't use it, my G. You better go back to the Queen's English.
I think that I don't know, and it's interesting actually because I don't know any when I haven't been to Nigeria in a while, like 10 years now. But when I
Mm.
last went, I saw a lot of Chinese people there. A lot more.
Brethren,
And
yeah,
I
that's
don't want to
everywhere in
say,
Africa.
yeah, and I don't want to say a lot more than I would have liked, but I
Yeah,
think it's only because from what I saw, and obviously this was a very long time ago and things may have changed, but I
nothing's
felt
changed.
like
It's
they
got
were just
worse.
exploiting. Yeah, they weren't. It
Yeah,
weren't them people that you were just talking about, the ones that just love the country that they
yeah,
integrated. I
yeah,
felt like they were exploiting. They were
yeah,
making a lot of money in
yeah,
Nigeria and sending it back to their countries.
yeah.
And
They were.
you
They
know,
were
the Nigerians were
exploiting.
just basically allowing it, being paid off, and just allowing the
do, do,
nonsense to
do you know
happen.
what? Yeah, it's not just and that's what that's we're really getting into it now. Yeah, at that time, yeah, it was when a lot of the Chinese allegedly were selling like food that wasn't even proper food to
Oh, like
Africans.
the fake
Yeah,
rice.
fake
Yeah.
rice and all these things were going on, and that's why in Africa there's a real big joke about made in China all across Africa.
Mm.
Whenever you go to Africa, you're like, made in China. Yeah, people are like whatever, whatever. But it's not even just Nigeria, it's all across Africa because we had the same thing in Uganda as well. Yeah, where they were just exploiting and exploiting and exploiting. Now, would they ban, well, they're white as well, isn't it? So they're banned from
Well,
even
technically,
appearing on.
if it's for exploitation, and this is where I think Nigeria is funny, because they're picking their battles. But are they picking their battles with the people that they should be picking their battles with?
Well, I feel like Nigeria's always battling the UK because you had started to make a mention of it, yeah. When now, okay, because I've said it. Yeah, it seems that Nigeria has a way like of responding to the Western world, especially London, especially England. Yeah, because if the West does something that Nigerians don't like, they now do something to now do something. Yeah,
We're
it's like
petty, yeah. That's what you're
bears,
describing.
man,
That's what you're
bears.
describing. But
Like
from what I'll let you finish. Yeah.
doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll give you maybe two examples, yeah, and other people might even have more, yeah. I remember when the visas to Nigeria, oh my God, yeah. Getting a visa to
Madness.
Nigeria, yeah, is the maddest thing ever, yeah. I don't even know how and why, I don't even know how I did it, yeah. That was the grace of God that made me want to go to Nigeria that year. Like, I don't have an African passport, but if I had an African Ugandan passport, yeah, I would have been able to pay like £25 for a visa. But
Mm.
because I'm British, yeah, I had to pay close enough between 200 and £250 to £300, yeah, to get into Nigeria.
Is that a
Just
single visa or 6 months?
single visa, my G.
But listen, can I
Yeah,
tell you something? Yeah, at least you know what you were getting. When I've been to Nigeria about 4 times. Yeah, the last time I went to Nigeria, I paid for a 6 month visa. Yeah, I can't remember the
yeah,
price, but I paid for 6 months because I knew I was going at Christmas and I might
yeah.
have wanted to go. I wanted to go back in like February, March. I paid
Or
for
in,
a six
uh,
month visa.
yeah.
Bruv, why they just give me the one entry visa? They were
This
like,
is
yeah, you
what I
got to pay
mean. Yeah.
again. And they were just doing what they like. This is in London, in this Charing Cross stupid embassy place that
Oh,
you go
hey,
to.
listen,
They
yeah,
just
that
do what they
place,
like.
yeah.
There's no rules. There's nobody you can complain to. They're just like, here it is. And I'm like, but I paid for 6 months. They were like, this is what you've
Listen,
got.
take
I'm
your
like, what do
accent
you mean?
elsewhere. Take the accent
Yeah,
elsewhere.
take
I paid for
your
six
complaint
months. Yeah,
elsewhere.
yeah.
There's no
I paid for
complaints
6 months.
department.
Yeah. They don't care. They don't care. Yeah. So it's like I don't know because I think when they made that rule, yeah, it was when I think like the UK had made it quite difficult for Nigerians to enter the UK at the time, or their visas
Mm.
applications were getting denied quite often. Yeah. So they said, okay, if you're going to be difficult for us, we'll also be difficult for you. And I just thought to myself, oh my God, yeah. And again, it's the people that suffer.
I was gonna say it's just Nigerians that suffer because in the nicest of
Yeah,
ways, and our little allies that want to come and party in Nigeria, it's only us that were suffering.
exactly. Thank you, allies. Yes.
And that's why they all ended up going to flipping Ghana at Christmas. It could have been Nigeria, but they've all gone to
Yeah.
Ghana now.
No, it's too expensive to go to Nigeria. It's really, really expensive. And then obviously the famous COVID.
But that one, I
when
don't
they
care. I
come,
stand with Nigeria. I don't care. 'Cause that was mad.
when
They
they
were
said,
moving
when they
mad.
said you can't, when they put them on the red list, yeah, Nigeria put the UK on the red list.
Yeah, but Shills, Did you see? Why would England do
That
that?
was
Like,
that was comical. That was actually comical. I agree with them 100% because at the
100%.
time they did that, there was nothing happening in Africa. Well, it wasn't being recorded. Yeah.
Well, we go on numbers. Yeah, we go on numbers.
Uh,
Yeah. So let's just go on numbers. So at that time, the numbers in Nigeria
it's
were
true.
low. Yeah, and England was the epicenter. After China, it was England that didn't shut our
Yeah.
borders for however long. It was
Both,
England. It was us.
yeah, and yeah, and Italy, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Nigeria just said, all right, then if you put us on the red list, we'll put you in the red list. And it
Here's
worked
your own
because
red list.
very quickly, they took him off the red list.
Yeah, good.
They took him off the red list. Like, well, I think it was about 3 days. It had
Yeah,
all been
good.
revoked. Yeah. But I'm standing on this point and I'm just saying, we've got to think about racism. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That it's both ways, I think. I don't know if this is being racist, but I get it and I agree with the. I know I've made a lot of jokes about accents and whatever. Guys, those just jokes, yeah? Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to be in my country and hear my language. And that's why when I work with service users or people that don't speak English, I encourage them to learn English. And this is the language. The least you can do is learn it.
You said that
No?
before. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the least you can do is learn it. Yeah, it's not me forcing you. You can't be in this country for 25 years and not have picked up basic English skills. Yeah.
Mm,
So if a country wants to put everything in English, yeah, that's them. You're in their country. So if Nigeria wants to put, wants to do adverts in Yoruba or Pidgin language or Igbo land language, whatever the languages are, yeah, that's fine. That's a country. However, do I agree with putting one face, one color? No, because the world is bigger than that. And if we're going to send people out from Nigeria, from Africa, from different parts of Africa, I want them to be able to understand, like some of the people I've grown up with here, that don't understand different cultures, that
that
don't
shows, yeah.
understand that, you know what?
When
Yeah,
you go on holiday, yeah, in the
yeah,
nicest of ways, yeah, we go to
yeah,
Spain, we go to Dubai, we go to
yeah, yeah.
Morocco. What do we see them speaking in on their TV language? Do we see black people on their TV language? Do we see black people on Russian TV?
When I go, I'll
I'm
tell you.
just, what's that?
Well, I've
It's the
never been
truth.
to
I'm just
Russia,
thinking
but
now,
when I'll
yeah,
go,
yeah. When Malta,
yeah.
all these
No,
little,
it's, yeah,
mainly
yeah,
Europe.
yeah, it's deep. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's
I'm
true.
thinking I've
It's
never
actually
seen a
true.
black person on TV when I've
It's
gone to
actually true.
Spain.
It's true. When I was in when I was in Dubai, so I've had a lot of holidays this summer. When I was in Dubai, I was desperate to see other black people and get a feel of blackness that I put on Netflix and I put on a Yoruba movie.
Nollywood.
I put on a Nollywood film, yeah, and I
I want
made
to be
Emma watch it
home.
with me. That I made Emma watch it with me, and I was like, Em, watch this. It's really good. She was like, what are they saying? What are they saying? I was like,
Oh,
I can't explain it all to you. It's pidgin English. So that's how people that are going to be in Nigeria that are visiting are going to be like, yeah.
yeah.
But I agree
Like,
with it. I do agree. I do agree with
it's
that
weird.
part.
I just think maybe
That
the
you've got me there.
delivery is
Was
wrong,
wrong.
but the
I'm not. Do
sentiment.
you think? Do you think the delivery was wrong, or do you think it's the people that carried it in social media that said yes, good? Yeah, this is
There's
how it should be.
clickbait, and this is
And the
what we
thing
say
is,
about, yeah.
sorry, excuse me, guys, but do you know when we talk about certain things, because obviously it was in the blogs, in it, yeah, and I even saw it on the Shade Borough, yeah.
Mm.
Now, the people that were leaving the comments, some of them were like, "Yeah, good, this would be da, 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 da." I think Marvin Abbey made a really good point, and he
Yeah, he
actually
did.
explained
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, and I agreed with what he was saying. And then that guy that we follow made you think. He was like, I get, promoting your own people, but like taking away like the like white people from the screen, that's a little bit extreme. Don't quote me on that. I'm not saying quote for quote, but I'm just
Mm.
like paraphrasing what I read. And that's where I was at. I was like, I agree with it. Promote your own people, because even in this country, they promote their own, no?
Mm. The reality is,
Like,
it couldn't happen here. The BBC could not say, do you know what? We're not putting any more black people on TV. We're taking them all off.
hey,
Black, the Asians, the Chinese, everybody. I just want the Aryan race. I just want the whites. It couldn't happen. So why do we think it's okay just because it's Africa, just because it's Nigeria? And that's where it's wrong. The sentiment is
Yeah,
right, but the delivery is wrong.
is
You know,
wrong.
and I think
I think
I
this is
still know, we know about quotas, and it's not that we want to be like the token. I don't believe in tokenism,
yeah,
but the reality
yeah. I'd
is
rather not.
it needs to be reflective, and that's why England have had to. I don't know if I said this to you, or well, basically the other day, I bought the brown plasters in Morrison's. Did I tell
What,
you?
like brown for people? Oh,
Dark
for
skin
the
brown, like my
kids.
color brown, yeah. And obviously Dan's white.
Oh
For those that
wow.
don't know, can you
Yeah.
imagine? We went to that barbecue and they said, "I didn't know you had a white husband." And I was like, "Okay," but yeah. So we, I bought the brown plasters, and Dan hurt his
Yeah.
ankle, and he put one on, and it
Yeah.
proper stuck out. And he was like, "Oh my god, like, is this what you've gone through all your life?"
Yeah.
And I just said to him, "Do you know what? It's so
Yes,
weird
Dan. This
seeing
is
it on
it.
Dan's skin. It looked so weird,
Yeah.
but I'm just so used to that
Yeah.
that golden brown, whatever, the peach coloured plaster,
It's
which
pale.
sticks, or
Pale.
pale,
Yeah.
whatever it is, sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And we're just so used to it, we've
Yeah.
normalised it. But Dan wore it, and to be
Yeah.
fair, I told him, stop. He kept on every day putting on my plasters. I said, stop rinsing out my plasters, like I'm saving them for when I need them. But he was using them. But I just said, look, he's the one who brought it up. He was like, rah, like, look how
Yeah.
odd this looks,
How,
and this is what you've been through
yeah.
your entire life. And I'm like, yeah.
See? Thank you, Dan. This is why we married you.
I knew that
you,
was coming
you
somewhere.
have
Yeah.
you have empathy for us.
Well, it's just
Honestly,
good that you
but
can
people don't see it
recognize
that
it.
way though.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think this debate sits in the middle for me. I don't think I've ended a podcast from my side where I'm just like, I don't know, because I kind of agree with it and I really don't.
The sentiment, for me, the sentiment is right, the delivery is wrong. I get promote your own, but not to the total exclusion of others.
Yeah, like yeah, maybe it was the headline that was put out there. Nigeria bans white models from da
Yeah.
da 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 da,
Because
when
say,
that wasn't really it.
imagine I decide, Dan, we're moving to Nigeria now. Yeah. I want to live
Yeah,
out there. And that's it now. And Dan was like some media person, but Dan now
yeah.
can't get any paid employment just because he's
This is
white.
what
But he's
because it's
supporting
white.
my dream, and we're raising our kids in Nigeria, Nigerian culture, everything.
Yeah.
But what?
See, and
No.
and you're
And
not
there
the
will
first
be
person to
people
marry a
there.
Nigerian.
Yeah, I was just about to say, there will be people in that situation whose partners are non-Nigerian, or
Mm.
white, or even Italian, or whatever, just not black skin,
Yeah,
who are living out there, who are in media,
yeah,
who are now potentially going to be out of
yeah.
work because of what?
Exactly,
No, it,
exactly.
it, it needs
But
to do better.
listen, it just needs to be tweaked a bit, or maybe the way it came out. But do you know what? They had to get it out there because they need a month to work on it because it's got to go down in Black history. So
Yeah, Nigerians don't care. That's a problem.
yeah, you know what they'll say to you? Yeah, I'm gonna try and do one of my best Nigerian accents. That might
Oh
not come through.
God.
Yeah, they'll say something like, "If you like, make your own country."
They
Yeah,
will say something like that.
it's
Yeah,
just
what's my own? Like literally, what's my
yeah,
own?
yeah.
And
What's
so
my own? If you like, if you,
that was my granddad. I'd be like,
if
granddad,
you
it's not
like, yeah.
fair. He's like, and so what? I'm like, oh, okay.
Honestly,
Okay, yeah.
honestly, oh my gosh, honestly, it's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, me and my mum always like that. Yeah, but I'm stuck on this one. I don't know if it's right. And like I said earlier on, I'm not saying Whitney Houston to it. I'm not giving it the Whitney Houston song. I'm not
It's
saying
not. It's
it's
not
not
getting
right, but it's
okayed.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like let's just do a little bit better, especially because there's so many of us overseas, yeah,
Hmm.
and we want to grow in the areas that we're in. I'm not saying let people come in and do what they did back in the day, like the British Empire back in the day. No, control the narrative. Maybe even do what they do here. Yeah, give more promotions to your own, and
Mm.
then give some people position.
Still have that quota. That's the reality.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there are
like
things that actually are gonna be marketable to non-Nigerians that may not be, may
yeah,
not sell well to Nigerians. So, there's still going to be a market for non-Nigerians, because non-Nigerians live in the country. So what's the plan? You're just not gonna, you don't want to sell to them. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it
clearly
needs to be
not,
better. I
clearly
don't.
not.
Obviously, we're just getting the sensationalized headline, but it would be interesting to see what the
Yeah,
finalized version looks like,
of
and
it.
if it is as brash
Yeah.
as it's coming across now.
Yeah, I want to, if I return to Nigeria, by God's grace, I'll be definitely watching the telly then.
Yeah, have a look.
They'll be like, oh, okay, this looks good. This looks interesting. Like,
I
but
can
even when I go
understand
to
him.
Africa sometimes, yeah, that would be a miracle. Yeah, yeah. So, like, what I'm saying is, sometimes when I go to Africa, I sometimes don't see white people unless I go to particular places.
Mm.
Like I could go to Africa. So for example, if I go to Africa and then like drive out, I won't see white people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I could be on the flight to Uganda and I want all the white people are going to South Africa, mate. They're not going to other countries in and around. A lot of them are going SA. So I wouldn't want to. I don't know. I'm not like I don't know. I guess I'm just not racist.
Well, what do you mean you're not racist?
Because I still want to see white people when I'm on holiday, but
Yeah, but that's because it's
some
weird.
people
That's
don't.
because, yeah, it depends on where. So I've said to Dan, not next year, because we've already booked a holiday for next year, but the year after next, I've made it very, very clear that we're going on a holiday to a black country. Because I've never
So
taken
what's
my
a
boys.
black country?
So I mean to a
Yeah.
country where we're not the minority. Yeah, so either the
Oh,
Caribbean or
okay.
to Africa. I want my boys especially to,
Yeah.
I want us to go to a
Experience.
country where we're not the
That's nice.
minority, basically. Yeah.
Come to Africa. That
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
the
we're
Caribbean.
decided.
Do they have
We're
Sylvester?
yeah. Well, we're undecided. I'm definitely Nigeria's up there, but it's difficult because I have no family there. So
You
it's
know
very,
what?
very
Yeah, you
difficult.
just never know. The time you say you're gonna go, and have like what's it? Loads of people going at the same time. Like, what if Auntie T says she's gonna go that year as well? Do you know what I
Yeah, and
mean?
that's what we're trying to
You
see. Like,
might,
if we can go with our
might,
family, but it's hard to go to
yeah,
Nigeria and do up
yeah.
tourists when you're Nigerian.
Listen, listen. You don't want to do that. You
I
don't
heard
want
what
to
happened. I
do
heard
that. Yeah,
when you tried to do
yeah.
up tourists in Uganda. You
Listen,
shouldn't even laugh.
yeah.
You
I
shouldn't even
haven't even
laugh.
spoken about my summer holidays. Yeah. Podcast on the summer holiday as we close the year out. We're gonna do a podcast on where we holidayed this year,
The
boy.
Uganda
Because
Chronicles. It was a lot. We shouldn't
listen,
even
yeah, I
laugh.
had chronicles in Uganda. Oh god, but I'll be back there in December. Uganda, my first love. Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
but honestly, cutting it there. Yeah, I'm just gonna say. I think I said it already. I'm not here for it, but I get the sentiment of it, as Michelle has said. But if I'm screaming equality, 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 when I'm living in the UK, I want to see that as well in Africa. That's all I'm gonna say.
Literally, that's it. Just make it
Mm.
make sense, because I say,
So, go.
do unto others as we want done unto ourselves. It couldn't happen. It's not even, it would. We can't even think about it, because it could not happen in this country. The Human Rights Act, whatever, would come into force and everything would get shut
Yeah,
down, and alleys would rise up and all sorts.
say this
Yeah,
that word allies or allies,
allies,
whatever you call
allies.
it. You people need to have allies.
Yeah, yeah. Nigeria,
I've
the
got
allies
issues.
need to stand up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. On that note, like I know time is pressed, and I know Michelle wants to go because you guys, Michelle doesn't like to work. Let me tell you that. Yeah.
No, I
So
don't.
she's gonna beat
Just
me
chill
up.
out. I
She's gonna
will
beat
do.
me
I'm gonna
up.
punch her.
Yeah. She's gonna beat me up. But no, it is one of those things. Let us know what you guys think. Yeah, was this the right move? Is it a win for Africa or is it a loss for Africa? Did we go the right way or should have we gone the other way around it? But let us know what your thoughts are. We only brought up this topic because it was hot off the press this week. And obviously, we like to be a little bit controversial on the podcast. Um, I don't know how it will affect people mentally, but like Michelle said before, if you're living in Nigeria and this is your line of work,
and you're already
what happens to your
potentially
income? Do you know?
isolated because you're not living away from family, you're not in your culture,
Yeah,
you're not with your friends, you're trying to support a
yeah,
spouse or a parent, it don't make sense. It could be really heavy
yeah,
on some people.
yeah. Yeah, and if you can't like relate to that scenario, flip it to yourself on this side, and you've experienced that level of like exclusion basically, and you know how hard it is to get a job in certain areas. Would you want somebody else to go through that? So let us know what you guys think in it. Check us out on all the blogs. Like, share, follow, subscribe. You know what to do. Coffee, morning, laughter. Yeah, babes. That's it from us.
Take care, guys.
Have a
Bye.
great Saturday, guys. Bye.